You're listening to Static with DJ Matt on WXOU 88.3 FM. Strap in or psych the out.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Static, WXOU 88.3 FM. I'm your host, DJ Matt. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, thank you for coming back. I appreciate it. Today is a very important day for Static. We have a new interview with none other than Savetta. We are going to run their new single for the first time on air. This is Heat of the Night. Check it out. So we were talking about the PSA breaks before we went on the air here. Let me introduce who we have in studio today. Actually, I'm going to let you guys go around and kind of introduce yourselves. So if we want to start with my man to the left and just go around the table, you can introduce yourself into the mic and let us know who you are, what you do, and we'll get things rolling.
I'm Grant Malik. I'm lead guitar.
We got all the boys laughing in here. Hi, guys. I'm Vaughn Kajowski. I'm back. We are so back. Me and Matt, at least.
We're so back.
We are so back. Obviously, I'm a vocalist here.
Hi, I'm Liam, and I do the drums.
There you go, yeah.
Hi, Morgan.
Yeah.
Morgan, it's your time.
Oh my god, all right.
You got the mic right there.
Hello, my name is Morgan. I play bass.
And I'm Brett, and I'm here for the ride. And no, I play rhythm guitar and do some of the backup vocal stuff. But
Quote unquote backup. Quote unquote vocal.
sometimes I skip out on that part, and you get the little cut of that.
Well, it is great to have you guys here in the studio with us tonight. I know, like I said, before we went on the air, we were talking about the PSAs that we play before and between sets. So you guys just heard your first PSA. What'd you think about it? I want to know your
Alzheimer's,
thoughts.
bro.
Alzheimer's.
Wicked.
It was
shit.
great. When I forget how to play the song mid-show again, I'm going to think about that early Alzheimer's.
How are you going to think about it? You will have forgotten it.
How'd the PSA go again?
Yeah, if you could repeat the PSA right now,
Yeah, come on.
I would be impressed. Because I know I can't.
I can't. I can tell you that
I
for
don't
sure.
think
I
any of
can't.
us could.
If you were a loved one...
He's giving it an attempt. I'll give you credit for attempting it.
No, there's no way. All I heard was early Alzheimer's. I started laughing and basically pointing at Grant.
Yeah, it's they're interesting, but they keep the show going. So, like I said, I appreciate you guys for stopping by. It's really great to have you in studio. I know you guys are working towards the EP. It's titled Breakout.
Is it still?
At one point.
At one point we were, but now it's gonna officially just be self-titled.
Okay. What can people expect from that EP? When can people expect that EP? I don't know if you guys want to spill some beans for your fans here.
I'm out here lacking, to be honest, on the vocals. However, we're planning to release it May. When is the show? Like May?
I think we're planning around May 8th.
May 8th. You heard it here first. Live Static exclusive. May 8th. EP. There's the bell. We were waiting for that bell to come in.
I'm lacking on the bell.
That's your job. We were waiting for it, and you missed the chance.
The whole intro.
Yeah.
I gotta be hot, fellas.
So, you guys just played your single release show on Thursday. How did the show go? I've heard a few rumblings about this said show. It was up and down. When I got
It was pretty up the whole time, except on the very first song, my floor tom just basically exploded.
Yeah.
And I was stuck with two toms the whole show. And we, obviously, a lot of 80s inspired music, you wail on the floor tom for, what, the not breakdowns, but like the slow parts or like for the intros. And I'm just like, all right, well, I hope this doesn't completely rip all the way through. I literally... Right after it happened, I looked over at Grant. He looked at me, and I like put my stick vertical, and I just put it down through the tom to signal to him that
just gave it a
had
stab.
whole-
It's put a fork in it.
rip.
It's done.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I made it work though. I made it work.
Yeah.
made it work.
Among other things, I thought it went okay. I had some, and I got.
Thank you.
I get really sweaty hands when I play, so that's always.
That's a really important
thank
detail.
you. No, it is because when I'm playing the.
This guy puts lube on his frets. By
That
the
is
way.
true.
He
You
lubes
put
That is
lube on
true.
your frets. That might be the first time I've ever heard somebody say
You know,
that. It might be a
That was the
first.
first time for me too.
Yeah.
Yo, was it out? Yeah, no, it's and I told these guys about it. I broke it out, and I'm like, oh, put some lube on the. It helps you play faster. And they're laughing at me, and they're like, I've never heard of that. And I'm like, well, neither did I until I started the guitar store. I picked it up, and it's crazy. But I mean, among that, you know, the sweaty hands and the. pick
How's it
almost falling
crazy?
out.
How's it
Yeah,
crazy?
what's
Dude,
crazy about
it helps you slide easier, you know?
That's what I was gonna say. It's got to be something to do with that slide.
Yes.
You know, it keeps
I'm
things
keeping-
loose.
Keeps things nice.
It keeps things nice and loose.
Matt knows
you know
about
what I
it
mean?
too. You guys, I'm not the only one. Can't be the only one.
The advantages of using
Matt, do you use
use
fret
the lube
lube?
too?
I do not use fret lube. I am.
I'm gonna tell you, I've never had that problem.
I've never had that problem. Those frets always get nice and wet when
That's
I
what
need
I'm
them to.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
But you know, you guys also have another show coming up with Wanted. You want to talk about your relationship with that band and how they kind of influence you, or how you might influence them going forward into, you know, making music, because you know they're doing fantastic. I've seen nothing but great things about them, and I've seen nothing but great things about you guys. But I want to know, like, what's the relationship or the dynamic between those two bands?
Yeah, I mean, we have a really strong relationship with them too. I mean, it all started with me growing and becoming very close friends with those guys over the last couple of years, and then I was able to really connect well with one of the guitar players in Wanted, and then I was able to link up with this man over here, and then we were able
Worst
to build.
mistake of my life.
Jesus.
We were able to build something off of that, and they influenced us in our style a lot. But then, as we've grown and other members have joined as well, we've all come together and throwing our own influences into our writing style and helping us build up to what we've came through so far.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. No, it was weird because you knew like Alan a different way, and Alan's the guitar player for Wanted, and I actually met him in class at OCC. And then there was like one of those little icebreaker things, and I'm like, oh, I play guitar. And then after he like ran me down like the Terminator, I was trying to get out of there. And he's like, dude, you play guitar? He was so excited about it. And I'm like, yeah, man. And then he's like, let's get a project going, man. And I'm like, dude, I'd love to. And then it just kind of snowballed into that, and then all these fellas joined in, and now
here we
we're
are.
doing all right. Now we're
Exactly.
You're doing damn well.
my
Just
man.
had your radio premiere.
Oh yeah.
I'm like jumping in my seat having you guys here, like seriously. This is kind of an off kilter question related to everything else that we've talked about so far. What's the best pre-show meal for Savetta? What's the best pre-show meal?
You know, that's a
Pizza.
Pizza. What goes on said pizza?
For a show, pepperoni, just regular. I have done barbecue chicken before.
Okay.
That's not that great.
It's not great for pre-show.
It's very heavy.
That's more of a post-show. Post-show pizza.
It's very heavy.
Okay.
But like a regular pepperoni pizza, I usually get mine from Costco.
Yeah.
It's not too greasy.
God damn, can we talk about how great Costco is?
Yeah, I'll talk about Costco. I just made.
What a great store.
I just made, dude, number one fan. I would legitimately. They have you seen the Costco? It's like a tile, just the logo on a hoodie.
Yeah.
They don't sell them anymore. My friend was looking for them.
Yeah, a buddy of mine works at Costco.
I'd wear that
Shout
on
out to
stage.
hey Noah Jackson, if you're listening, shout out to you, bro. He's my Costco hookup.
He's your hookup?
Yeah.
Always a hook on.
Your plug?
Shout out to the homie. Shout out to the homie Noah.
I'm gonna go there and name drop that guy, and he's gonna be like, somebody
Somebody
stealing.
snitched.
Yes,
Somebody
That motherfucker. He's gonna know it was me too. Bad boom. Where did the name of the band come from?
Ooh,
Where
that's-
did it?
No,
Where did it,
I
Brett?
gotcha.
That's-
yeah.
This is a weird segue, but I want to know where did the name of the band come
Oh,
from?
it was so like Lee and Grant talked about, you know, before all these other fellas joined, it was just two guitarists, and we're like, yeah, that's pretty good. And then Alan's like, no, you need some other pieces.
Right.
And we had we had a couple different sketch names, but then he just dropped Savetta, and I'm like, dude, I don't even know what that means. And he's like, you don't need to. It sounds cool. I'm like, you're kind of right.
Yeah.
And that was kind of it. So he kind of like segued us into that, and he's like, and we worked with a couple, or we didn't work. We kind of just brainstormed a couple different names and stuff, and we kept going back to it, and we're like, man, that is cool. We're gonna keep rolling with that. So after like seeing if it works and trying some other things, we just caved, and we're like, yeah, that is cool. Cool font, rolls off the tongue easy.
Absolutely.
All that fun stuff.
Absolutely. Noah just texted me and said, shout out. You heard the shout out. Shout out to you, bro. I love you, bro. Yeah, it's funny. When I interviewed Vaughn, your other band, Darkhawk, we talked about where you guys got your name from, and it was a very like cut and dry. Like it came from this. This is what we wanted it to be from the jump.
Right.
It never changed. When I hear a band that just is like, yeah, it sounds cool. That like
That's
I
tough.
think that's wonderful, because it's like there's not much thought put into it, sure, but when you say it, it gets stuck in your head and you can remember it. Like, oh yeah, I like that. It rolls off the tongue nice, like you said. It's like it has that punch. You know what I mean?
You
And
get a little
Savetta
bit of
has
a-
that oomph to it.
Man, it also helps that when you search it up online, like there's nothing else.
Yeah.
There's not a
Nothing.
real
You're-
lot of words.
Yeah,
So we're the
it's
only
the one
thing
of
that can
one.
come
You're never
up.
going to have somebody misconstrue it for something else.
No.
You're never going to have somebody
No.
confuse it for something else. It's one of one. It truly is unique to you
That
guys.
is-
Exactly.
bonus.
Makes it unique, and it makes you stand out as well.
Absolutely.
Only other thing really is it just makes people ask more questions on what it means.
Yeah.
I've had so many people just continually ask me, what does it mean? And I have no answer for that.
Hey, and you know what? If the answer is there is no answer, that's an answer in itself.
I also like that it sounds pretty close like Beretta.
Yeah. That's
like, has
well.
that
Originally,
same
when I
feeling.
heard it, that's what I got from it. I was like, "Oh, it's kind of like a Beretta. Like their music's gonna kick you like a Beretta."
I didn't even think of it like that.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it.
I've mentioned it
literally
before.
never
The,
thought
Boom.
the guy
Yeah.
that plays on Kramer
Give me a
guitars
bell
does it.
right there. Give me a bell. That's PR 101, ladies and gentlemen. That's PR 101. Hire me for your advertisements. I'm just kidding. What does success look like in the next, well, let's say, 2 to 3 years for this band? What does it look like to each one? I want to hear from everyone.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
What does it look like?
Where you go
2 to
first.
3
Chip in
years.
there, man. What are we thinking? Like, give me the rundown.
I don't know. I mean,
what's success look like to you, Morgan?
success to me would to make a couple more albums, expand our reach for shows, get to play in front of more people, go to bigger venues. I mean,
Sure.
just generally grow as a band
Yeah.
and write more music together.
Yeah, that's kind of the similar to what he said. General consensus of it. Gosh, I can't.
That's a hard word, trust me.
I was trying to sound more smart than I am.
I have trouble with, like, yeah, I get you.
Yeah, but yeah, similar to what he said, it'd be really cool to try to expand more out within the Midwest, maybe in the next couple of years, or even maybe try to hit a couple shows down south.
Yeah.
Maybe, depending on how big maybe more music goes in the future, maybe try to hit a tour or something like that, and maybe maybe try and aim high, even maybe get signed by someone one day.
That's the goal at the end of the day, right? I don't know. Nowadays it's like labels and that sort of have like that stigma tied to them, but like that's something that I feel every artist, regardless big or small, should always, aspire to do. So
Success to me looks like having a signature snare.
that
That's
would
what
be
I
sick.
want, dude. That's what I want. I want a signature snare.
Signature
You hear it, you're
snare.
gonna be like, that's Liam's snare.
Yeah.
No, you like a signature line.
Oh, like a whole.
Like it-
What is
would
that?
you
I'm
call
not.
it?
I'm not a drummer.
What would
No,
you?
that
What
you
would
just
you?
call it-
Uneducated.
What would you call it?
Ooh, I'm gonna have to think about it. I'm gonna think about it while Brett answers.
Answer
I
what?
got-
The next
We'll let him
question?
mull on
Sammy
that.
Snare,
This
bro.
question.
What is
Sammy!
success?
It's the Sammy.
Hey, that works.
There you go.
For those
Something
who
short
are
and sweet.
unaware, we have a little bit of an inside joke, little band mascot. This man's cat, Sammy. He's a little fat cat.
He's not
Fat,
little.
but he's not little. He's a big fat black cat, and he's got a little smoker voice.
He definitely
screams.
hurt
He
someone
doesn't
if you
meow.
threw him at him.
So what would you do? Like a black pearlescent, like gloss or something, like
Yes.
something finished like that?
Yeah, it would be.
I can get down
or,
with that.
or like
Sammy.
a yeah.
The Sammy rolls off the tongue nice.
Sammy
does.
Snare would go
Yeah.
top.
Sammy
Savetta, Sammy's.
So what does success look like for you? 2-3 years. Let me hear.
Same thing. Just, I mean,
What, you want
I
a
like
signature
to
snare?
see. No, yeah, I do. Well, yeah, I want to. I can hit it. I can. I'll strum a chord and hit it with my other hand, my offhand. No, I just I like when I see that we get better and evolve as a band, and I think that's huge for me.
Right.
And you can say like the sound or just like the way we might organically come up with the song, or there's a bunch of different ways we've done that. But like when you see progress and growth and trying different things like that, I'm like, man, we're kicking it. And sometimes it doesn't work, but it's nice to like give that stuff a try. It really does help expand just us in general.
Totally. I totally agree. We talked about, venues, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Playing bigger venues, playing more venues. What's your favorite venue that you'd want to play? Like if you had a wish list. Let's say,
like want to play?
yeah, like let's say, you get one wish of whatever venue, past, present, future. I guess not future, you couldn't really tell. Past or present. Any venue, which one would it be?
Okay, so it doesn't have to be strictly in Michigan.
No, anywhere. Anywhere in the world.
Ooh.
Where'd Metallica play that record-breaking show?
Oh,
In
and
Tushino Airport. Was it Tushino?
That was on a
Yeah.
landing strip in Moscow.
Yeah.
Are we gonna break that record?
That was like 1.5 million people, I
I
think.
got
That would be a
I
hell
got
of
two
a record
places.
to beat.
I got one that has sentimental value.
Oh, yeah.
I like the Crowfoot.
Okay.
The Crowfoot is such a
Great
great
venue.
venue. I've
Great venue.
I've seen so many awesome shows there.
Liam, I have a
Absolutely.
contact for the Crowfoot.
I know.
Shout out Keegan.
Shout out to
Shout out
Keegan.
Keegan, get us
Keegan.
in there.
I guess one off the top of my head would be probably St. Andrews.
St. Andrews,
St.
another
Andrews,
great
that
venue.
would be sick.
And then the other one is
Legendary.
the Japan Dome.
Oh man.
Dude, like the sound in there is so
Yes.
good, and like the lighting, like if you've ever seen a show, like a video of a show at the Japan
Yeah.
Dome, it's literally like the perfect stark lighting. It it makes the show look larger than life, bigger than like any other venue.
I think I read somewhere it's like the Japan Dome is like one of the only European venues still that like they let you smoke indoors. So it has that like natural like kind of fog.
You don't need smoke machines here.
You don't even need a
yeah,
smoke machine. Just get like some of those Japanese businessmen to come and just fucking go to town.
Just light it
No
up.
smoke machines needed. You have that natural
packs of cigarettes
fog.
an
The
hour.
entire front row of the crowd is just blowing smoke
Yeah,
into the stage.
first 100 people to buy a ticket get a free pack of Japanese cigarettes. You heard it. Savetta.
Buy the
my-
first 100 tickets.
We
I
were
don't
just
know.
talking about the Japanese cigarettes. I still gotta
know.
head over to the Asian market.
Yeah,
man.
there's a website. I just found this website. It's a website that's like it's like an internet archive of Japanese cigarette boxes. There's like over 5,000, which is crazy. That's a crazy number. But like that website alone, I'm like, man, Japan knows what they're doing over there. They've got it locked down. They understand like the appeal of having nice boxes.
That
So,
should have been my senior thesis.
yeah,
Japanese cigarettes.
Japanese cigarettes. That would have been sick. How long does it take you guys to get ready for a show? Who takes the longest to get ready for a show? That's my second question. That's like a two-parter. How long does it take?
I'd say I would say it probably takes Brett the longest to show up, but it takes Morgan the longest to set up his stuff because he has the most of gear to deal with.
That's a
Right?
what? No, wait, no. What are you talking
I have
about?
a drum set.
No, it
has
almost,
a
it
whole ass
almost
drum
takes.
set.
Okay,
it
that-
almost takes
that's
that
fair.
big ass
It's
guy.
close, but yeah.
For everyone who hasn't seen a show, Morgan has this like monster towering stack, and it probably, I don't know, man, it could definitely hurt. It, like if you carry it the wrong way, it hurts to carry. So
I've
it's so
never
heavy.
seen you guys carry it into the venue. So
You
I
don't even
just
know how
I
it gets
show
there.
up and it's not there, and then I change, I come back and it's there, and I'm like, who moved this? Where did it come
Yeah,
from?
we had a whole moving.
Where
crew.
did it? How did it get here?
The truck.
I carried it.
The truck.
The truck.
Truck
So
and
is
truck.
it like do you have to rent like a one of those like U-haulers to
It's
transfer
not
stuff?
We've
No,
never really
no.
done that. Most of the time, a lot of these venues we go to are pretty much within drivable distance of our own vehicles to where we all kind of show up separately.
Right.
Except there was one show where we were allowed to backline with other stuff in Ohio, so we were able to manage to fit all our gear that we needed in Morgan's
My
truck.
cabs were very essential.
They were.
You
They
could
were very
have
essential.
played with someone else's bass amp. Minor
It was very
inconvenience, but we made it work.
You made it work. That's what matters the most is just making sure that everyone's hitting their marks and getting there on time.
We did have to pull over on the side of the interstate to reset the tarp, but we made it work.
That was only a slight detour.
Well, you know
feel-
what? You guys
slight
aren't
mishap.
thinking about it like this. If we didn't have Morgan's bass cab there, you know, you wouldn't have that crunchy heat of the night. It wouldn't be the same.
Yeah.
It literally, it's not the same. It's not the same. Sound like Hector Salamanca slamming that.
So let's. They've got the WXOU bell in here, and it has become a hot commodity item as we've moved on. So let's talk about Heat of the Night. I know you guys were saying before that you didn't necessarily. The single is kind of a shift in direction for the band. What would you say, you know, the experience with this piece of music was? Like, would you say it was a positive experience?
I'd say
A
so.
learning experience? What would you talk?
I'd say so.
Let's talk about that.
I always saw always saw a really good ceiling for this song. Just when I first heard the demo of this song, it was just one of those you knew right from the first note that this is the one.
So when was the demo made?
This
How long has this song kind of been in
the original
making?
demo to it is probably
2.5 years old?
no. I want to say he even said it was dated back to 2022, 2023.
Okay.
That sounds right. It's old. It's an old tune. Yeah.
It is an old.
And
It's
then
an old tune. Well, I'm sorry. I can't. I don't got a headset on, guys. I apologize.
No, the microphone goes in front of your face when you talk to it.
yeah.
I'm
So-
making him share. It's
Yeah.
adorable. I'm sorry. I wish I could get you another one, but
No, hearing you guys once is completely fine. Don't worry. I can. You know.
Yeah, when I heard the demo, the first thing I thought was these drums got to change.
yeah.
It was a straight 4-beat the whole song, and I'm like, this does not accent everything properly. So I was like, that was the first thing. Like when I sat down, I said, you know, it was what you, Brett, you were there, Grant, you
Yeah.
were there. Vaughn and Morgan hadn't joined the band yet, and I was
Yeah.
like, all right, I'm going to play my own thing on this, and we played it, and I was like, what'd you guys think? And they were like, we actually have no idea. We didn't
We didn't plan
listen to
this
it.
far ahead.
No, I asked for input on the drum bits, and
You're
they're like, we have
asking a
no
lot.
idea. We aren't drummers.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
No, you're
So it must have
asking
been
a
good.
lot.
It must have been good then, if they didn't know it was bad.
Yeah. And Vaughn, kind of hopping onto a song like this for you must have been somewhat challenging, just because of the shift in tone that it takes from your other band. What is the mindset going into making a song like this while trying to balance everything that's going on with your other band? Is it like a mental battle, or is it more of like a physical thing with just how you're singing these songs?
I think it's a little bit of relief, but it's also a stressor in some ways. Like, I love this style of music.
Yeah.
It's what I wanted to do. I love Darkhawk too, and it gets me to, you know, still be like screaming and stuff,
Yeah.
which I love doing. But I absolutely adore, you know, the kind of 80s metal vibe. And I always thought, you know, if I'm going to be in a band, that's what I want to do.
Sure.
So it gave me, you know, an outlet for that. At the same time, doing this song and recording it has taught me that I have no fucking clue how to record vocals
It's a learning
that aren't
process,
screams.
though.
Yeah, it's a learning process. So
Because it's almost like you have to retrain your vocal cords for something where it's like you're used to just belting out.
exactly.
But now that you're kind of, I guess, taking your foot off the gas a bit
Right.
with a song like this, where, yeah, you're getting, you know, the higher vocal range, but you're not straining yourself nearly as
Exactly,
much as
yeah.
if you were to be screaming on sort of a heavier track.
Right. It's a weird balance because it's dynamic and it's up there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when you go to, you know, when you sing it live, it's just like any other song to me.
Yeah.
When you record it, you cannot be, you know, wailing into the mic
Exactly.
because it'll, you know, it'll peak like right away. And so I'm used to, you know, having my volume all the way down, making sure I don't peak, and just screaming
Yeah.
for Darkhawk. And so it was kind of like getting the balance of like, okay, how do I've been recording all of the vocals for Savetta with Sterling from Wanted.
Shout out to Sterling.
Shout out to Sterling.
I don't know if you're listening, but you guys are next.
Yeah, they
So,
got a show tonight. So.
Yeah. Break a leg.
Right,
You guys are next
right.
on my list.
So while he's been learning to,
Sounds like
you
a
know, be the
threat.
guy behind the
It's not a
soundboard.
threat.
Yeah, they're next.
It's not a threat. It's a problem.
They're next.
But
So,
yeah,
Lock your doors.
yeah, no, it's really nice to, you know, I see a lot of local bands that try and like do the female lead thing right? Like there's a lot of them out there,
For
but
sure.
I don't think I've ever seen one quite like you guys, where it's like it doesn't even. It's almost like it's a thought that's in the back of your head, just because the entirety of the song and the entire like your guys' look alone just like completely overshadows that, where it's like these guys are a full 5-piece and they know what they're doing and they're ready to kick some ass. Was that sort of a hard thing to come into with having so many shifts in lineup, or was that something that kind of came naturally just from the chemistry that you've built from practicing and playing together, that you're just like, we don't even need to like do too much to change the image because we've already like got it kind of down pat?
Well, when you guys had me try out and it was 22 degrees outside, and you're like, all right, pull up to some random guy's house. We're going to have you put your practice amp in the garage, and we're going to play. And by the way, it's below freezing. But since that moment, it's just...
You needed some fret lube.
Yes.
Might have frozen.
Yeah, no, but
Well,
I feel
knock
like since then we've gelled
Fret
pretty well.
loop freezes at that
It
temperature.
does freeze at that temperature.
I'm sorry.
You
Go
gotta
ahead.
slide around the strings.
Yeah.
It becomes an ice rink.
But talk about that. How was that process for you trying to, try out for a band like
Yeah,
this?
I mean, this was my first band. I've never, outside of like high school band, I haven't played instruments with anyone ever up to this point.
Sure.
But through almost or over a year now with you guys, I feel like it's, like you said, it's just natural.
Yeah.
We just get up there, we play, and
it's
like it.
go ahead.
No.
It's kind of something we just naturally progressed with together. Like the closer we became, not only as a band but as friends, it's just something that naturally grows and like influence each other, and like even if it is image, but even then, like our authenticity and our style and music as well is really shaped over the last even months, which I think helps us stand out too, which doesn't happen with a lot of other bands, I think.
Yeah, especially like because you guys are relatively young as far as being a band. It's like this is
Well,
the debut
we say
single.
relatively.
Relatively. There's always one.
There's one unk.
There's always one unk, and we respect that because you kind of need that as like the parental figure of the band. There's always got to be one.
No, that's not how he acts.
Parental.
It might not be the way you act, but on paper, you're that parental figure.
I'd go less parental, and like when you're at the airport and they say parent or other guardian, he's
Yeah.
like the
He's
unnamed
the
other guardian.
unnamed guardian at the airport. There's that bell again. We need to get that. We need to get a mic just for the bell.
Just for the bell, there you go.
Maya, River, let me get a mic for the bell.
It's like the most expensive microphone in the studio.
Yeah,
Just-
the littlest mic.
You got like two overheads right on it. You need the stereo image of the bell.
So we talked about fantasy venues for
Yeah.
this band. What would be like? Let's say you were to make a bill with you guys and two other bands. It may be your opening, it may be your headlining. Who would those two bands be, and why? That's a hard ball.
Does it have to be like
Past, present,
Past-
whatever you want.
Oh, past
for everyone.
Pa-
No, it's
okay, I think I would know my answer.
We're all gonna
So
You gonna go around?
so I'll do like a 3-4 band bill each.
Just go
I'll
around.
do whatever number you want.
We'll do a 4-band bill each then.
Oh,
So-
thanks.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. So I'll do
Putting the pressure on everyone
so
else.
so for openers, I'd
Yep.
have us, and then we'll throw in Wanted in there as second, and then for third, I'd throw in Rat, and then headliner I'd make Dokken.
Wow,
That's a good one.
that's a good lineup.
I'm gonna agree with Dawkins,
Yeah.
but I think I would throw Cinderella and Cats and Boots in there. These guys know my love for Cats and Boots
Yeah.
as my hidden gem.
If we're doing 4, I like the Rat and Dokken pick. Man,
It's
But
a
yeah, we
tough.
definitely
It's a
gotta-
tough one.
we've definitely got to include Wanted. But
already 4.
I want to do. Well, I'm gonna take away. I'll take away Rat, and I'll do. Oh no! I gotta get rid of Dokken too because it needs to be Queensryche. Oh man! So us Wanted. Do you know who Extra Pan is?
Yeah.
Extra Pan and then Queensryche.
Wow.
Queensryche is a baller pick.
That I was waiting on like who's gonna pick Queensryche.
I was
Yeah.
thinking of it too because Queensryche is one of my favorite bands.
Yeah.
Dude, I listened to Eyes of a Stranger on the way here.
I was listening to Walking in the Shadows.
Ah, man. We actually covered Queensryche on Thursday. We played Queen of the Reich.
Really?
Yeah.
That's great. Are you so? I don't want to get us off of the train here. He's signaling to me.
He's
don't
begging.
go to
He's
me.
begging.
Morgan's gonna say.
Morgan's gonna
No.
Morgan's gonna be like, I don't know any '80s metals.
That's
so-
okay. If
I'd
it,
put Tool on there.
yeah.
Oh no!
Let's make Nickelback the headliner.
Hey, I don't want to hear it.
But you know what? If
That's
that's
just slander. That's
that
just
it
slander.
can
You
be
get
any
sued for that.
genre. It doesn't have to be specifically heavy metal. It could be any sort of
I
rock,
want to
any
open
sort
for
of
Taylor
music.
Swift.
Like, you get fans in
And
it,
get
you
that
educate
fat
them.
check.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess a 4-band bill. Us, I would also agree. Wanted.
Yeah.
I'm okay with the Dokken pick, but either.
Ooh.
Ah, shit. Honestly, I would. See, can I have the same band be? Because I want to say Black Sabbath, but you say Black Sabbath. There's Ozzy Black Sabbath and there's Dio Black Sabbath.
Right.
But I want both.
yeah.
I want both.
He wants both.
So you pick the better option and pick the Dio Black Sabbath.
Okay.
Yes,
easy.
there you go.
I don't
No,
know.
he's talking back.
Getting
I don't know.
controversial.
As long
wow.
as long as I can meet Geezer Butler, I'm good.
That's the main goal of the night
Honestly,
is to just
That's
move
valid. That's
Yeah.
valid.
in. You know what?
That's
Valid.
a pretty good thing. You know, I'm a little disappointed because why are you throating the mic at me? I mean, am I not loud enough? I'm pretty damn loud.
No, I hear you just
the only
fine.
Italian in the band. I'm like screaming at practice.
You are not the only.
Oh,
Italian
I forgot.
in
Yep. It's a little. Maybe we cancel out the loudness. I
There
think
you go.
that's
No, my loudness cancels out yours.
Your loudness is a different kind of loudness. But no, I'm a little disappointed that not a soul in here said Iron Maiden.
Shit!
Wow,
Dude,
nobody said
it's
Iron
hard.
Maiden. Dude's like, I want to meet Geezer Butler. That's awesome, bro. How about Steve Harris? Okay,
That's so true.
that is cool.
Well, because then if I play a show with Iron Maiden, everyone's gonna be like, "Wow, that guy's just
Yeah.
worse Nico McBrain."
that would be right. We would.
Or what if we did like some honorable mentions too? Maybe like 2 honorable mentions.
Yeah, we'll do
There
2
you go.
honorable
All right.
mentions.
I personally would also. I love Firehouse.
All right.
I don't want to hear it, man.
No.
Okay, all right, I was like-
I'm just saying. All right, I'm agreeing with you.
I'm a huge Firehouse guy, and I also love, because I love all that bluesy rock stuff, get me in there with Great White.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to be in there with Great
Great
White.
band.
So, yeah, and then our brothers, we'll throw in Wanted there, too.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
They're-
That sounds
they're
like a
in the
perfect...
honorable
are they in the honorable
They're
mention?
on the bill and honorable
Yeah,
mention.
there you go.
Everyone in here just loves Wanted. We want them to know.
I mean, they're pretty good.
We all love
All right.
Wanted.
All right.
I'd say in my honorable mentions, I'd probably throw in Queensryche in mine, and then there was another band at the time that wasn't extremely popular, but they're called Icon.
I don't think I've heard of Icon.
Fuck you, that was mine. I was gonna say Icon and Wildside.
Oh, Wild Side's a crazy
I'm
pull, too.
gonna take Tool unironically and
I mean,
Tool. Did you say
my honorable mention would be Boston.
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 I was
First
just having a
album is so
conversation
good.
with a friend of mine about bands who name themselves after cities. Where it's like they're either the greatest,
Yeah, we're Detroit.
dude.
right?
We have LA Guns.
They're either really great or they're really not.
Yeah.
Like,
And there's no in between whatsoever.
I wish I was born in that era where there were that many open names still.
Yeah.
You could just name yourself after one of the 5, biggest cities in the world, and it was like, oh yeah, no one else did that.
You can't do that
You
anymore.
can't do that.
though.
You could just name yourself Europe.
Europe.
You could just.
That's
do
not
that.
true. That's not true.
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, you're right.
He's wearing a Europe
wearing
shirt.
a Europe shirt right now in studio. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
I need my other honorable mention. My other honorable mention is Testament.
Oh,
Real.
yeah.
Ooh.
Yes, please. That'd be awesome.
What's something about the band that a lot of people might not know? Like just any sort of,
Anything.
but
Don't worry,
like
I got this one, guys.
what's
Here,
one like if you could pick one thing about each of you, one thing about yourself or
Oh,
the
about
band
myself.
no just
Oh.
about yourself or the band in general that you want people to know that they might not know, and you can use this to be like, yeah, we're playing a show this date, this time, if you want. We're gonna get to that in about a couple minutes, but what is one thing about the band that you want people to know that they might not?
So, I was fired.
You were fired.
I was fired from the band.
Tell us about it.
No, he wasn't fired. He was promoted to audience member.
No, well, that's not what I'm talking about. That's a different story, actually. So, before Vaughn was in here, and this was talking about, like, it fits, the pieces of the puzzle fit so well now, and I'm so glad we're all here and stuff.
Sure.
But I hadn't ever trained singing. I hadn't ever played training singing and playing at the same time, and we're like, well, damn, we need a singer. And our show's coming up. I'm like, what? All right, man. And then me and Alan had talked, and he's like, dude, it's time to step up.
Yeah.
So I trained hard with...
We had another singer first, who then dipped.
Yes.
We did. That is true. We had another... So I was next up on the chopping block, and I'm like, shit, man. And that was something. You know, we can... we'll cut to the... No.
Roll the tape.
See, I'll say this. It was a lot better with me because I did 2 shows singing. It was a lot better just singing rather than singing and playing because, like I said, I hadn't trained that skill. So it was the motor functions weren't functioning all the time. So I hear back some clips and I'm like, man, I was either not singing good at all or I wasn't playing good at all, and it was But then Vaughn came in and you know, that kind of like filled the piece, and it was not only so much easier on me, but everything like clicked from there, and it was so much more like, well, shit, we got a band, we got an actual band, we're cooking now.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
what about you, Morgan? What's something we don't know about you?
I can't play bass.
No, we know that.
There's that.
No, I mean, I don't know. I don't really have a good answer for this.
Biggest stack, and he can't play his instrument.
Yep. Eventually, if you're loud enough, you're just right.
This could be true.
Honestly,
this could be true.
that
if
could
you're
be
within
like the
key-
quote of the day.
And you're loud enough, it's fine.
Yeah.
He's spent more dollars on his instrument than notes he's ever played.
I don't know about that.
That's rough.
Name 1,000 notes.
Name.
Okay, buddy.
You know how to play bass. Name every note.
Yeah, name every root note.
You're out.
Oh yeah. All silent now.
ABC.
Do you know how to play H?
Fuck you. There is no H.
There is H. There is H in the Swedish notation.
Okay, well, I'm not Swedish.
It's
now
B
am I?
flat.
We're getting into the weeds.
Oh yeah. Come on, you should know this. You should know this as a metal basis.
Yeah.
Right.
One thing about
me.
Nobody knows.
Drums are not my main instrument. I was playing guitar in public, wearing all pink, with a belt rig when Brett met me at a convention. We were at an anime con. I was walking around playing guitar with like this belt rig I made up that actually had a whole bunch of pedals and a mobile amp.
Wow.
And he's like, hey, do you play drums? This is in Ohio as well. He's like, yeah, do you play drums? I'm like, yeah, I do play drums. Like, are you in like near the Rochester area? I'm like, New York? And he's like, no, Michigan. I'm like, oh, yeah, actually.
Yeah, it was crazy. Did I meet you in cosplay? I don't even remember.
Yes,
Did
I was in cosplay. I was in the arcade.
No, me. I can't remember.
Oh,
if I
don't know.
repping or not.
No, you weren't Viego.
No. Well, it was a strange thing. I walked up and I go, "That's the guy."
Yeah.
And I go, "That's the guy. Let's talk
The
about
one in a bajillion chance that the guy, i.e. me, just so happened to also know drums and be within a drivable
That's
distance
like
of you.
a needle in a haystack moment.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. No,
That's
it was
awesome.
cool though, and then he's now he's here. It was finding all these people. It was weird.
Except for
They
Vaughn,
all
who
came by in a weird
or-
way.
Alan was like,
That's my story.
yeah,
Yeah,
you tell.
yeah,
That's my story. That was
Hear
what I was
Vaughn's
gonna
story.
say. That was gonna
Run
be
an
my
AIDS commercial.
right.
Do you have one? Do you have an
I don't know if I have one queued. Perchance, I am gonna have to run one soon.
Tough.
So what's your one thing, Vaughn?
My one thing, segue into it, is that I was tricked and schemed into joining this band.
Tricked?
I
and
was
schemed.
tricked and schemed. So I'm out and about, and I get a text from a little feller named Alan.
Of wanted
And
fame.
it's of wanted, and he goes, "Oh, can you sing a couple songs for this band at a couple shows, just one or two." It seemed like that was it. This was also in between his bandmate, his bandmate, me.
Yeah.
And so it's passing a couple hands, and I'm like, yeah, sure, I can, I can pick up this other thing, play some more like, kind of classic metal stuff. That sounds really fun. A couple shows, one and done. Sounds great. And so I give him my availability. I get a whole list of songs, like demo tracks to learn.
Yeah.
And I get, about like 2 or 3 practices before we have to play the show together. And I'm like, all right, this is great. And I'm telling him my availability. I say I got this gig on this one day. And he's like, actually, could you show up to something earlier before that or like during it? And I was like, you know what? If I move things around, I think I could. And so in the middle of this gig, right before I go on, maybe like an hour before I go on, I head up to the Russell Industrial Center.
Yep.
And I walk in, and I'm like, so what's going on? He goes, it's a photo shoot. And speaking of which, this is the first time I met him.
Oh my god.
In person.
Or any of us.
This
or
is-
any of these guys
This
in
is
person.
like the most like trafficked way to get somebody into a band I think I've ever heard.
And I'm thinking to myself, why the hell am I doing pictures, like a photo shoot, if I'm just doing like 1 or 2 shows? I was like, you know what, maybe they just really need the image, and that's fine by me. And then we're going about this, and I'm like, no, I think I'm definitely in this band for the long
duped.
haul. This might be
They
a
hit
thing.
you with the double cross with the pictures.
Yeah, and so I came back to my Darkhawk gig,
Yep.
played my headlining position, and afterwards Morgan was there to see it. Afterwards I was like, so guys, I joined another band. And you know what? Bless them. They're very happy
Bless those
for me.
boys.
They're very happy for me. I love Darkhawk so much. Shout out to my boys. But yeah, I was tricked and schemed into joining this band.
Yeah.
I don't regret it. It's all right.
All right, so who's this with you? What's your one anecdote or factoid?
That's a big word for him.
That's a big word.
It's not a big word for me.
I got to pull the big words out to sound smart.
Shoot.
One thing that you want people to know, either about you or about the band.
Trying to think. Because
You got a whole hour. You got an hour
The whole time.
I have such lame stories.
That's
now.
okay. They can be lame.
Talk about the other band. What about that?
Yeah.
What other? Oh, yeah. So I too also play in another band. I'm in a Metallica tribute band as well.
Oh, wow.
And one thing that maybe some people don't know too is that the lead singer of Wanted Sterling, he was part of that band, and he was the drummer, the first drummer for them, and we were in that band together. And
Wow.
I'm still in it now.
What's that band called?
We're called Prowler. It's a
Prowler.
yeah.
That's a great name. That's a
Not as good as
wonderful name.
Savetta, but
You got to toot your own horn a little
Yeah.
bit.
Right.
But wow, that's crazy. You started in a Metallica cover band with Sterling, and then it's like that split, but then you guys come back together.
Right.
It's crazy.
It's a small world.
Exactly.
It's truly a small world.
It's kind of funny how it all just circles back.
Yeah, it really is. But we got to get things wrapped up here. I got to run another PSA before I get fined by the FCC. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. We're going to run a couple songs, and we're going to get out of here. So keep it locked.
Substance use disorder and addiction is so isolating. And so, as a Black woman in recovery, hope must be loud. It grows louder when you ask for help and you're vulnerable. It is the thread that lets you know that no matter what happens, you will be okay.
When we learn the power of hope, recovery is possible. Find out how at startwithhope.com. Brought to you by the National Council for Mental Wellbeing, Shatterproof, and the Ad Council.
All right. Don't do drugs.
Grant was forced.
Wasn't really listening to that one, but don't do drugs.
Yeah.
Once again,
Put me on the
Savetta, thank you guys so much for coming in and doing this. I really do appreciate it. I'm really excited to see what you guys can accomplish going forward. New single, Heat of the Night, out now on all streaming platforms. All streaming platforms. Go check them out. Any upcoming shows that you want to plug?
April 17th, the day after my birthday. So if you don't hate me and you actually love me, you would show up to that show for my
April
birthday.
17th. Who's on the bill for that?
Us, Wanted, what is it, Voss?
Pageant as
And
well.
Pageant. I love the guys in Pageant. Shout out to my boys. Been doing some graphic design work for them.
Yeah.
Awesome people.
And
It's
where
going to
is
be a great
that?
show. This is at the Sanctuary.
It's at the
correct?
Sanctuary
The
in Hamtramck.
Sanctuary.
Yeah.
The new Sanctuary?
Is it? Could it be?
I
Is
know, I
it
think
the
it's
new?
It's the old the old one off of Kniff Street.
Oh, that would be.
Okay, so the
all
old
right, it's the
one.
original Sanctuary.
OG.
You heard it. What was it? April 17th.
April 17th. Show
April
up for my
17th.
birthday.
Show up for Vaughn's
Bring
birthday.
me
goddammit.
$1,000.
Okay. I don't know if we can make that work, but
And if you don't like her, show up because you like me, because my birthday's the 13th, and that's 4 days after my birthday.
look at
Oh,
that.
hey, mine's the 15th.
My
oh my
brother's
God,
is
you've got 3 birthdays
my
to
brother's
show
is
up
the 10th.
for. Come on.
show up for my brother, who
If
will
you're
be
in
there.
town, if you're near the Sanctuary, go see a show. Go support local bands. They need all the support you can get. Go support local bands. But once again, thank you guys so much for stopping by. You guys picked out a few songs. We've only got about 10 minutes or so left. We're going to get started with this one from Cinderella, which is Bad Seamstress Blues to get us kicked off here. This is the Savetta set list. Let's get it going. Thank you guys.